This is Sims, and we are back with more Steam Prison, so we're just continuing where we left off. After dinner, Merlot fell asleep. Rylith and I watched him as we sat at the table. I'm glad you've come back in one piece. She poured us both cups of water. Did you take your medicine? Well, I hadn't made my decision yet. The pill was still in my hand. No, I don't think I need it. You can have my share. Gosh, fine. But if you start feeling bad, tell us. You can have your medicine back. Okay, thank you. What happens to people when they don't take it? Asthma, rashes, permanent fatigue, fever, loss of sleep. Everyone is different. Some suffer from severe pain. Doesn't all of that sound horrific? You should really take it. I'm already suffering from extreme pain right now. Rylith placed her hand on mine. Well, I need to head to work. Please watch the house for me. Okay, bye. I watched Rylith leave. Merlot's quiet breathing was the only sound in the silence. Again, all I could do was see her off. I'd returned to the place where I felt safe, but that was all. My situation hadn't changed or improved. This can't go on. I resolved to find work the next day. Hopefully this is where we get that choice where we can either head down the bodyguard route or the prisoner route. You know what I mean? Like, we need that split here, so. I'm just going to tell you the choices I was kind of looking through. Like, there's so many different endings, and it's like, you've got to do all that, and then there's all that, and then do that, and it's like, oh my god, it's so confusing. There's a lot of points where you have to save, and then you load this save, and then do all that, and it's like, there's a lot. It's confusing. Maybe just because I'm not going through it, doing it as I'm, like, kind of just scrolling through, but holy crap. Morning arrived. Once again, I set off to find a job, but once again, it was proving difficult. As long as I don't give up, I'll find something. At least that's what I told myself. Will I find a job, I wonder? Probably not, eh? I forgot in the last part, I realized I was like, oh, we didn't give him the horrible accent. Probably not, eh? We just change every time. Should we just change it? I mean, he just seems like he just have a snotty voice. Maybe we'll try it. We'll see what it sounds like. We'll see what the accent sounds like with him, and then, or we'll just give him the snotty voice that he had, which was just kind of normsy. I turned. I'd met this young man before. I remember you. The water skin. I remembered his face, but not his name. The water skin guy. The what? Like, I want to see. I don't know if I can get into the accent. My name's Ulrich. At least try to remember my name, Spacey. Does it work for him? I don't think it works for him. Sorry. Hold on. We gotta wait till he opens his eyes and we look at him while we do it. We'll see. He gave a shrug and continued speaking. I think it worked better just with the... I'm reading it in my head with the accent, so like, hold on. I say you're still on your stupid quest, turning the city upside down for a job that doesn't exist. Yeah, no, it doesn't work for him. It doesn't. Some characters it works for. He's not one of them. So we're gonna go back to the whatever, like, kind of attitude. Doesn't exist. I glared at him, furious. He snorted. Okay, we're going back. You're blessed, honestly. If you can get turned down so often and still have hope. But if optimism was all you needed, don't you think you'd have found a job by now? Ulrich was right, but still, I have to keep looking. I can't depend on Rylith for everything. I have to look for a job. Honestly, people like you... Ugh. Ulrich edged closer and poked my face with his index finger. Goody two-shoes. What? You're not trying to be creative. All you can think of is storming in. You probably hate ambushes or sneak attacks. Isn't that a good thing? If you're an honorable war general, sure. But not if you're just someone trying to survive down here. Maybe you could play at being a knight up in the heights, and that game's a wash here. Surviving isn't a game with noble rules. If you want to be responsible for yourself, you have to learn to be cunning. Huh. You're not arguing with me. I thought you'd tell me your principles are inflexible or something. I don't need to tell you that. My integrity guides me whether you like it or not. But you do have a point. My existence was much smaller than it had been in the Heights. Without Rylith and Merlot's help, I wouldn't even be alive. I have principles, but if I don't find something, then I may as well be doing nothing. If there are no jobs, you have to create one just for yourself. Create? Yes, make yourself the most important part of it and leverage those very special skills of yours. Is this about hiring me again? Yes, yes! You don't remember my name, but you remember that, huh? No, I didn't. I got reminded of it with the way the conversation was going. Uh-huh. This all sounds pretty shady, and I turned him down before, but that was then and this is now. You'd be working beyond the sanctuary district, so you'll have to move there. Alone. But since you're living with complete strangers now, I can't see the problem, right? Outside the sanctuary district? Yes, beyond the wall. I want you to work for someone from the depths. Those people you deeply despise. The people you so deeply despise. Someone from the depths. It's El Creed and I can't wait. Ask for details, turn down. Turn down is how you stay in the prisoner route. Ask for details is how you go down the bodyguard route for El Creed and Ulrich, so this is what we're going to be doing both. Beyond the wall? I'd be leaving the sanctuary district to work for someone from the depths. You really need to stop hesitating. It's just tying you down. How? How do I know what you're thinking? Hasn't anyone told you how much your face gives away your thoughts? And if you're thinking that your precious heights-bred pride can't accept serving someone born here in the depths, well, you ought to stop that too. Ever since they cast you down here into the depths, you're the same garbage-pilfering vermin as us. The people in the heights think of you no differently to us now, so shouldn't you choose the easiest path from here? I don't disagree with you, but the way you talk is pretty insulting. I never learned all those pointless social niceties, but I'm not wrong, am I? How can you still be hesitating? Is all this talk about looking for a job all fake? Fake? Yeah, maybe you're just acting like you want a job, and actually you're fine leeching off others. No, I'm not leeching. I'm not leeching off... Are you sure about that? Really sure? How long are you going to rely on a mother and her son for survival? Is it fun to eat their food all day? He's so good at conning us into doing this. Of course not! Of course it isn't! He's right, though. The longer I remained, the more trouble I would make for Rylith. She probably would have assured me it was fine, but there was no denying that I was adding a burden to her life. Oh, looks like you made a decision. For something that isn't really a choice, you sure drew this out. Please don't jump to conclusions. I understand your point, but I haven't agreed yet. Really? God, this is such a pain. I don't like the way you talk. It's not the way someone usually makes a request of someone else. What? I'm not requesting anything. You're the one who needs a job. You need me, not the other way around. I don't care about you. I don't need you. You do, or you will one day. Trust me. So what now? You coming with me or not? Pick one. I have no idea which of my skills they need. I thought that, if I asked him about that, he would complain even more. I guess I'll just have to ask the person who's behind all this. Alright, I'm coming. But just remember that I'm coming because I want to, not because your horrible personality persuaded me to. Fine, I don't care. The end result is all that counts. What kind of life does a person lead to end up with this kind of attitude? Thoughtful, I held out my hand. What is this? I can't trust you with how hostile you've been. Let's shake hands to prove we're not enemies. No way, I won't touch you. I'll get the germs. What? I'm here because I was asked to. I don't want to be your friend. Not at all. Don't you forget it. What the hell is wrong with him? Off to the depths, then. Don't fall behind. We're already going? Wait, I need a little time. Ulrich stared at me and sighed. Don't look at me like that. I just want to say goodbye to Rylith and Merlot. Goodbye? Alright, that's fine. It is? What? Did you want me to argue over that? Do you really want to say goodbye to them? No, that's not what I meant. I want to say goodbye to them. Surprised by your reaction. You seem so opposed to anything that costs you time, I thought you'd refuse. You enjoyed this brief period with them, right? Isn't it common decency to say goodbye after that? Not that I care. Right. Thanks. So you do have some decency, huh? Did you just say something? No, nothing. Alright, whatever. Go and say goodbye then so we can get out of the damn sanctuary district. Alright, thanks. Rylith is... I know where she is. Follow me. He knows where she is. How much does he know about me? Hurry up, don't stand around. Right. I know where she is. She's at her house. So I think I can scroll down to our bodyguard route choices. Okay, hold on. If she'd been out working, I'd have had to make a plan about how to talk with her. But she was at home with Merlot. That's good, but... What worried me was that Ulrich beelined straight for their home. It was a sort of direct route that only someone who'd walked it many times before would take, because he's been spying on us. I don't like being stalked. I see. So you have to go. Yes, I can't depend on you forever. I've never been outside the sanctuary district, so I don't know what it's going to be like, but I'll do my best. Come on! You can stay here forever, right, Mom? Rylith gave a sad smile. I knew she wanted to be generous, but the future was always such a grim unknown for them. This way I can do something for her. This can't be a mistake. I leaned down and took Merlot's hand. He looked miserable. Thanks for everything, Merlot. Be nice to your mother, okay? Okay. You too, miss. Merlot hugged me, his expression downcast. I can't believe we spent this time with them and we're like never gonna see them again. What the fuck? Why would you do this to me? Why'd you tug at my heartstrings like that? At least they're not dead. Oh, right. Be careful of the villain with the glasses. He's gonna go after you because you're so pretty. He's gonna be our new boss. And we're gonna go after him. So this is funnier. I'll be fine. I'm strong. Trust me. If anybody tries something, I'll beat them up. And then we'll roll in the hay and... What? Nothing. Whoa! You're amazing! Merlot walked away grinning. I've never been in the depths. I don't know what's gonna happen. But if things are too hard there, come back, okay? We'll be waiting. Yeah, I'll wait. Merlot nodded in vigorous agreement. Thank you, Rylith, Merlot. With the way the mood is, I might sit here forever. I took a deep breath and straightened myself out. Thank you for everything. I wish you all the best for now. Well then, I, Spacey Testella, will go into the depths. You weren't supposed to say your last name. Jesus, bitch. Smack. But it's actually kind of... I was totally going to say something about... Oh, it's nice that they let her say goodbye instead of like, okay, I'll go with you. And you're like, you're not going to say anything to the people that have been taking care of you? It's a nice little added thing. Because you know what I mean? Some games will do things and you're like, so you just went off with Ulrich and you didn't... Those people... No, you're not going to... Couple lines just to be like, okay, I made sure I said goodbye to them. Even a line like, I made sure to say goodbye to Rylith and Merlot. We're like, okay, at least I know you did. Like some games just gloss over it and you're like, fucking serious? So I'm really glad they at least either put in a little scene or told you at least that you say goodbye to them. You know what I mean? Thanks for thinking of that. Because like, hi, Rylith and Merlot are great. We love them, right? So I feel sad. I tried to remind myself that the odds were fair that I'd see them again someday. Yeah, because you're bodyguarding Elkreed, so you're always going to be with him. Rylith's never been to the depths, and neither have I. Got no idea what to expect. Sometimes I was able to see gray smoke beyond the walls. I didn't know what produced the smoke. You're going to go out there and it's going to be nicer, and you're going to be like, the Sanctuary District is kind of like run down and run by the hounds, and out here is going to be like, it's going to be like a normal fucking... It'll be like a normal fucking city. I hope that goodbye wasn't a permanent one. It was awkward, not the way I'd have done it. And that was pretty moving in a way. Whoa! Oh, it's just you, Ulrich. I mean, I assumed it was him. No, that's just rude. I was just talking to you. No need to be jumpy. You were out of sight. Ulrich shrugged and walked away from the wall he'd been leaning against. Every once in a while, I keep trying to read the accent in my head just to see if it was maybe better, but... Wait, it's more fun to read somebody with a fun accent, but... It wasn't going to work for Enos. Just like... totally doesn't go with his name. Ulrich, maybe, I guess. Because the last name is Fairy. I decided to wait here quietly instead of rushing you. Maybe that was a mistake. Oh, thanks for doing that. Thanks, Ulrich. Wait a minute, Ulrich. Were you eavesdropping? Yeah, why? You're not supposed to do that. Why not? Lock yourself up in a room if you don't want me to listen. I don't see what I did wrong. It's not like you were saying anything secret. It matters. It just feels wrong to know that people were listening. Huh. Nobody cares what you think. Every time we talked, he was verbally stabbing me. He does know how to talk, though. I couldn't believe the people he dealt with tolerated his personality. Or was I the only one he attacked so much? Perhaps everyone in the depths was like him. Anything else you forgot to do in the sanctuary district? If not, we can head out. Out? He stared at me. I didn't continue talking. Into the depths, right? Into the woods! Into the depths! We'll just turn it into a musical. I've never been so uncomfortable around someone. I remember how often I'd clashed with Senkabolt Arc during my time as a police officer. Right, I forgot about Senkabolt. I was like, the fuck am I reading? Fucking names. Compared to Ulrich, that had been child's play. Like, Ulrich, Elkcreed, okay. Inez, fine. Yune, okay. Finn, Fitzgerald. Some of the names are fine, but then, like, Senkabolt? The fuck? Keith? The fuck? Merlot? That's a wine, not a name. Jesus. Anyway. Compared to Ulrich, that had been child's play. The entrance is around here. Over there. Ulrich walked a few steps and bent down. He shifted rubble and sand out of the way with both hands. A manhole? There was a small black manhole cover, just large enough for me. Yes, this is how you get into the depths. Huh. Are the depths really below us? Of course not. Do you think we're moles? This is just a passage. Ulrich took out a knife and traced the groove around the manhole cover. He stuck the four corners of the cover with the butt of his knife. The river, the sewers, the reservoir of the hounds. There are a lot of ways to get in, but I like this tunnel. It has the right kind of flair, you know? Not really. This doesn't make your heart race, huh? Well, it's open now. Oh. I was just wondering if this was it. Let me warn you, the smell isn't great. You should breathe through your mouth. After you. After me? I can't leave a manhole like this. In you go. Come on. Right. Slightly frustrated, I stared down the manhole and dropped a stone into it. It doesn't seem too deep. Oh well, a tunnel. I have to go, I guess. I worked up my courage and reached for the rusty ladder. It's kind of interesting that they know all these ways in. They sneak in, so like Elkcreed's walking around there like he's from the depths and everybody knows, but like nobody does anything about it. He's just like, how the fuck does he get in? What is this? At the bottom of the ladder was a strange space. A small river trickled by beside me. The walls were made of similar masonry to the Hound's prison. It looks the same in all directions. If I'd set off without knowing which way to go, I'd almost certainly have gotten lost. Close your mouth. It's just a tunnel. No need to be so impressed. You're used to seeing this, so... I'd been breathing through my mouth, but as I spoke, I inhaled through my nostrils. Stench hit me like a blow. I covered my nose. What's wrong? The stink is incredible! The foul smell was much stronger than it had been in the sanctuary district. It was damp, rotten, and bitter like vomit. And this is what the sewers smell like. Did you think it'd smell of flowers down here? No, but this is... So here's the thing. In this choice... So there are some choices before you actually split paths. Hey! We don't shriek like that. Stop. Where there are pluses and minuses for Elkcreed, pluses and minuses for Ulrich, and then neutral. I'm not 100% sure in Elkcreed's route. Obviously, we're going to do all the pluses we can for Elkcreed. I don't think we should do negatives for Ulrich, because there are... Okay, here's where it gets confusing. And this is what I'm talking about. There are choices where you save, and then it's like, go back through and do all the negative options, and then do all this, and then do that, and it's like, oh my god. So, we're in the bodyguard route. I don't think we should do any plus or minuses for Ulrich, because we're trying to get Elkried's route. So I think we'll do the neutral option. So like, you tricked me as negative for Ulrich. I'm fine as plus for Ulrich. I think we should do all the neutral options, unless there's a plus for Elkried. So like, the next choice is plus or minus Elkried and then a neutral. Because if I get, again, like I said, there's going to be times where to get endings for Ulrich, you have to get all of his negative. And if we start doing it here, I'm just worried it's going to fuck things up and we're going to end up with a weird-ass ending. So, since I'm not 100% sure, it's not like, choose this if you're going down Ulrich, you know what I mean? It's just, here's the choices for the bodyguard. I'm going to go, it's more than I expected, and go for the neutral. So, hopefully that made sense what I was saying. I don't know, anyway. The stink is more than I expected. I'm amazed you can bear it, Ulrich. Eventually it stops registering. I hardly notice it anymore. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. I wonder, not sure if I want to or not. We are... Okay, we have to go south first. This way. You'd think if he knows this, he knows which way to go. Right. Like, this is my favorite! You think he'd know his, like the back of his hand, you know? The tunnel towards the depths was like a maze. There were countless branches and corners. Without Ulrich guiding me, there was no question that I'd have lost my way. I'm surprised you don't get lost here without a map. A map would just complicate things. Too difficult to read down here. It'd waste my time. The map must be in your head. It's not there. These passages are stupidly long and complicated. You can't remember them all. You couldn't remember them? So, we're lost? Of course not. The earth and the wind are telling me where to go. The earth and the wind. Okay, fucking Pocahontas. You never struck me as the fairy tale sort. What? What are you talking about? The earth and the wind are telling you where to go? That sounds like something from a fairy tale for children. His last name is Fairy. What? But that's how it is. Then again, Ulrich has a fairy tale kind of rhyme to it. What are you talking about? I don't see what's fairy tale-like in any way. What do you even know about them? Anyway, I can tell where to go by the way the air flows and the ground vibrates. Vibrates? Yeah, put your hand on the ground. I'd rather not, thanks. It's shaking a little, right? Nope. Man, your senses are so dull. You sure are from the heights. What? Can everyone from the depths feel this? Yeah? Try to feel the water flowing in the ground. There's a big cave with a lake down there. The water flows down from higher places so we can follow the water. As long as we follow the water at every intersection, we're gonna get there eventually and we don't need a map. I see. So basically we're just guessing after all. Do people ever tell you that you have a horrible personality? Not really. It's probably a better personality than yours. I love this, by the way. I love how he's a sassy asshole, and she's not like, oh my god. She's like, yeah, well, I mean, it's better than yours, dipshit. Like how she gives it back. Appreciate it. Right. Seems I talk too much. Let's go. We're gonna die down here. We walked along the dark, quiet path. My eyes had been accustomed to the dim. Eventually, Ulrich stopped. Doesn't really matter, but I guess we'll use this one. He touched the wall with his left. This shape needs 2 right, 5 left, 8 right. He mumbled as he rotated something between thumb and index finger. What kind of contraption is that? Bingo! Well, that was easy. With a loud rumble, the wall began to move. There was a dark, impenetrable space beyond. What is... Ulrich laughed in satisfaction and turned towards me. Your entrance into the depths. Your eyes are going to get wrecked when we come out. Wrecked? Gouged out, you mean? Ulrich disappeared into the darkness without answering. Come on, the wall will close in 10 seconds. Right. It's darker than I thought. I can't see anything. Ulrich was fiddling with something at my feet. What are you doing? Opening the door. The entrance has 2 doors. Technically, we don't want anybody coming in this way. Technically? You mean you don't have permission for this? Nope. It's their fault for using something I can open so easily. There we go. Welcome to the depths. I'm not gonna throw a party for you, though. It's gonna be like bright and gorgeous, like a fairy glen or some shit. That'd be fucking amazing. A flash of light blinded me. It's so bright! Sounds exactly like a normal city. And that wasn't all. I was suddenly surrounded by a veritable cacophony of noise. Ulrich steadied me when I stumbled. I told you it'd wreck your eyes. At least try to stay upright. Let your vision adjust. Right. I blinked, feeling a stinging pain when the light struck my eyes. It's brighter out here than it is in the sanctuary district. That's funny. It's so painful. I'm getting teary. But maybe it's because the sanctuary district... Nah, it's still just as gray and smoggy out here. But, like, I'm wondering if the sanctuary district... So, like, the Heights is, like, on this big fucking pedestal. Like, I wonder if it's so gray and gross because, like, the sanctuary district is underneath it. So, like, think about it. You may be able to see the sky, but, like, if you had this giant fucking landmass above you... Like, you're not going to be able to see the fucking sun. It's going to be kind of shady, like, all the time, right? So, like, at some point, you got to be out from underneath the Heights. It's still smoggy and old, but it looks like an old-timey steampunky London. You know what I'm saying? It just looks like a normal city. So what do you think? Pretty different from the Sanctuary District, right? It actually looks nice. It's, like, pretty fucking steampunk cool. It's so different that I don't know what to say. There were rows of tall houses and oversized chimneys rising toward the sky. I wonder if this is the tower that leads to the Heights. Do you see, like, it just goes up and... Sorry about that. But, like, you know what I mean? I realized that the gray plumes from the enormous smokestacks were what I'd seen from the Sanctuary District. It's not just the looks of it. The temperature was about the same as in the Sanctuary District, but the smell was oil, I guessed. It wasn't as disgusting as the smell in the Sanctuary District had been, but just as unfamiliar to me. What? Your thoughts. I asked you a question. Oh, right, there is... stuff? What? Of course there's stuff! Are you making fun of me? No, I just thought that this area was uncivilized. It doesn't quite compare to the Heights, but I'm surprised how developed it is here. Like, that, the Heights is like this glorious white city, and this is like steampunky, like, city, like, but it's still like normal. It's exactly what you know what I mean? Kind of love that. She's like, I just thought it was going to be this wild fucking, like, America's Old West where there's just going to be a bunch of people and guns and, like, the Pony Express, like, it's just going to be, like, some kind of outlaw shit. Like, the Wild West. Like, but, like, mixed with cavemen. You know what I mean? Like, there's literally going to be people, like, running around with sticks beating each other and shit. Like, thought you would be unruly and straight. And, like, nope, it's totally a normal city. And they're like, yeah, I mean, hi. The lights, for example, I've never seen anything like them. It's astounding. So this is the depths. You could say that. Ulrich was watching the door close behind us as he talked. Well, what do you mean? Didn't you call this place the depths yourself? I just said that because of you. We don't use the word depths here often. It's confusing. Confusing. Different people understand different things when they use that word. You and the others from the Heights call everything outside the Sanctuary District the depths. But we call everything on the ground that. Also, when people from the Heights use that word, they think we're a monoculture, but we're not. And there are a lot of different territories here, each with their own rulers. So it's like normal Earth. Rulers? Yes, one of them will be your employer soon. Don't make him angry. He can be pretty fearsome. Elkreed is a ruler of something? Fucking love it. He can be pretty fearsome? Or unless we're working, and Elkreed works for him too. Ulrich grinned at me and I laughed. Then he turned on his heel and began to walk again. I hurried after him. I mean, Elkreed is described as a flirtatious, eccentric businessman with an interest in everything from... I can't quite see my... hold on. You're going to see my screen for a second. Oh, okay, so here you go. Flirtatious, eccentric businessman with an interest in everything from the Heights. He likes it when Cyrus goes along... Well, Spacey goes along with his whims and otherwise behaves like the fairy tale knight he imagines her to be. So he imagines us to be a fairy tale knight. That's fucking hilarious. we're the dude in this situation. He's basically like the fairy tale princess and is like, treat me like my white knight. And we're like, whatever you say, my lady. And he's like, ah! I kind of dig it. This could be fun. This could be fun. It's not going to be what I imagined probably, but I kind of hope it is and it'll be fun. Anyway, hey, where are we going? To our destination. Oh, we can't stand around forever. I know that. Ulrich, can I ask a question? No need to ask too. What? If I shouldn't call this the depths, then what? Liberalitas? Liberalitas? How do you pronounce that? Liberalitas? That liberalitas. That's just really hard when you add the itas to the end. You're like, is it liberalitas? Liberalitas? Like, liberalitas, I guess, is the best. Anyway, at least now. Now? It changed a few years ago. There's constant upheaval. And the names of the territories change depending on who wins and loses. It's not stable, huh? Sounds rough. Still better than the Heights, right? You've been there? Well, no. There's no way it's that nice. I hate that place so much. Okay, you've never been there, but you hate it. Interesting. I wanted to tell him that judging a place without ever seeing it was stupid. But I hated the depths without ever seeing it. He's young. Probably as young as I was back then in the Heights. Like 3 days ago. You couldn't last a day in the Heights! Everyone could last a day in the Heights. Actually, he'd probably be like, this is crazy. Why is everything so fucking shiny? He's as young as I was, what, 2 weeks ago? Anyway. Is that it? Can I ask more questions? Depends on the questions, but I guess you can. He's rude, but not antisocial, I suppose. I couldn't tell whether he wanted to talk to me or preferred to keep his distance. How old are you, Ulrich? What good is that gonna do you? I'll tell you if you do the same. My age? I'm 18. I thought it said not quite 20, so I thought she was 19, but fine, whatever. You're lying. No. No, stop it. You're messing with me. Why do you think so? Anyway, I told you. Now you, Ulrich. I'm 18. You're lying. No. No, stop it. You're messing with me. I'm not. Also, don't parrot me. Creeps me out. I mean, I don't want to think that someone with such horrible manners is just as old as I am. What? What does that mean? That you thought I was younger than you? That's pretty offensive. What did you say? Besides, you thought I was younger than you as well, didn't you? Huh. Age doesn't matter. I don't care about age, and neither should you. What matter here in Liberalitas? Fuck. This is like the names, except for this one makes a little bit like, it's Liberalita, like, you know. What matters here in Liberalitas? That just sounds stupid, though. I don't know. The names in this are really kind of fucking weird, but it's how you live. There's no seniority system or anything. Don't act like you're the boss of my biggest friend or something just because we're the same age. Got it? You absolutely care about age. I couldn't even worry about meeting my new employer. I was too busy being annoyed at Ulrich. Hey, wait! I struggled to keep up with Ulrich as he walked into the crowd. The sun descended toward the horizon as we walked. It was dark before Ulrich finally came to a halt. Why are you out of breath? All we did was walk. Are you okay? You just... Ulrich had walked swiftly and effortlessly, even through large crowds. To me, unfamiliar with the area, that had been impossible. It had taken a lot of effort not to bump into anybody and still not lose sight of Ulrich. Complaining to him about it is a waste of time. He's just going to complain back. I was starting to get a handle on how to deal with him, though, and waved the question away. All right. Anyway, this is our destination. This is exactly where we started from! It's like, yeah, we walked in a circle. I wanted to fuck with you. Ulrich raised his finger. Oh my god, it's St. Germain's mansion, guys. It's fucking St. Germain's mansion. Look at it! The gate, everything! Okay, maybe his mansion didn't have turrets, and it certainly didn't have the steampunk shit on the side, but that is St. Germain's motherfucking mansion. Holy shit. That's great, I love it. He pointed towards a large gate. Beyond it was a stately but peculiar building. The bright lights flooding out from the windows were extremely conspicuous. What is this? And this is where your employer lives. Impressive, right? To say the least, this is bigger than my old home in the Heights was. He must be extremely wealthy. Very, but he's also very eccentric. This is what we love. We love the eccentric rich ones. Because they're rich and they're eccentric. And if it is Ulcreed. Holy fuck, I just smushed their names. If it is Elcreed, it's going to be fucking amazing. Because he's the glasses whore. So he's the rich, eccentric glasses whore. He's got little pieces of, like, everything. And I kind of love it. I can't wait. Because he's the hottest one in this game, let's be real. Anyway. Huh. Big, shiny, barks a lot, noisy. Apparently the maintenance is also expensive. Barks a lot? Noisy? He sounds like a monster. Am I meeting with someone who isn't human? You could put it that way. Sometimes I think there's not a drop of blood or single tear in him. Let's go. Oh, so he's going to be a bit of a fucking asshole, too. Awesome. Ulrich gave a stretch and walked towards the gate. As if they'd materialized out of the dark, men suddenly surrounded him. Don't worry, they're not our enemies. Welcome back, Lord Ulrich. Who's she? Ulrich looked at me and grinned. Never seen her before. What? The guard stared at me. Just kidding. The boss asked me to bring her. Let her through, please. All right. Can we check you for weapons anyway? Sure. Go ahead. They patted me down through my clothes. Legs, waist, abdomen, arms. Seems fine. Please go in. Thank you. You're doing a good job. Ulrich waved at them and walked in. The men disappeared back into the shadows, and I followed Ulrich. I like how he's like, never met her before, and they're like, what? And he's like, I'm kidding. I thought for sure for a second, I was like, is he literally gonna fuck with us and like, let us get kidnapped, and then Elcreed's gonna come down and he's gonna be like, oh, we're messing up. Like, he had me there. It's rare to see him put up guards. Wonder if something happened. Lord Ulrich? Who are you really? Not telling. Look where you're going. Is it his brother? I don't know. Don't tell me this mansion belongs to you. Wah! I tripped on the stone paving. He caught me by the arm before I hit the ground. Look, I told you. Look where you're going. Right. Sorry. I'm surprised you actually caught me. I didn't really do anything. Thank you. I appreciate it. Don't make more trouble for me. I won't catch you if you trip a second time. Ulrich turned away as we approached the mansion's main door. He really isn't honest, huh? I smiled, thinking about his immaturity as I followed his slight form. The door was heavy and ornately embossed. The inside is not Saint Germain's house, though. Wow. Yeah, it's in bad taste. I don't think so, and I didn't say that. I can't believe you have such splendor in the depths. I looked around and saw ornate windows below the high ceiling. Works of art hung on every wall, but what caught my eye the most was the sword walls. Swords! So many swords! I fucking knew it. I saw them here, and then I realized they were over here, too. I can't believe someone in the depths has so many swords to put on display. That's what I meant with bad taste. You can't just deck the room out with everything you have. I think rooms that have just the bare minimum necessary for everything look best. Rooms with just the bare minimum for everything look okay. Ulrich walked past me, picking up an apple from a nearby bowl. Then he sat down on a sofa and began to eat it. Obviously, she thought it was him. Obviously, we know it's not, but she was like, is this your mansion? Are you sure? He's like, this is the tackiest fucking shit. And then she's like, so it's your mansion? He's like, yeah. I like tacky. I just fucking with you. I mean, he wouldn't be bashing the interior if it was his house. You know what I mean? We already knew it wasn't, but I didn't know whether it would be okay for me to do likewise, so I sat down at the other end of the sofa. I stared at Ulrich, eating his apple. Ulrich? What? You can't have it. I don't eat it. I mean, are you allowed to eat it? I'm eating it because I am. I do know what I can do and what I can't do. I can eat the food here in the room, so I do. I can't break the exhibits and I can't steal them, so I don't. I know the rules. Don't get agitated about my apple. One would hope you wouldn't insult my tastes, then. it's got to be him. So I'm just, okay. I stood up, startled at the voice. Before me. I mean, I knew it was going to be him, but I was still like, maybe there's a slight chance it's not, but I'm so fucking excited. Oh, how long have you been there? Well, let's see. Since what? You can't have it, I suppose. What? So you kept watching us without talking to us? That's creepy. And again you dare to insult me. You're so cute. What? Stop, moron! The man with the glasses ruffled through Ulrich's hair and smiled at me. Excuse the long delay, my knight. I remember him. His face. His voice. I'd met him. Yeah, he was like, it's free to look. And I get to look and you're going to pay me. This is great. This is the best thing ever. I was sure of it. Are you going to get the CG of him again? Oh, God, look at that CG. It's goddamn beautiful. I love him so much. He's probably going to be, you know what the sad part is, going to be a character that you're like, I don't enjoy his route. And I hate that. I hate it when they ruin my favorite character's route. But I kind of love that he's the unexpected character. He's the unexpected Glasses character. Glasses characters are always like the Inez character, kind of like an asshole, but they're probably a marshmallow underneath. But he's basically going to be the flirty fucking weirdo. We love the weirdo character. I love the fucking weirdos. But he's got glasses. He's a glasses weirdo, but also the glasses I don't know. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm so excited for this. Good morning, my lady. You're clearly a connoisseur of men to be so enraptured by my sight. Please feel free to look at me. There's no charge. I'm going to work on the voice a little, but I just love it so much. I love him. He's the kidnapper that Merlot warned me about. I mean, technically, he did kidnap us, if you think about it. What Merlot was. Hey, is he the man who wants to hire me? Yeah. Is there a problem? Manny, are you telling me to work for this evil man? Huh? Don't play dumb. He's a kidnapper. Evil man. Oh, I am. Ulrich, what have you been telling her? And he's doing the glasses push-up thing. Oh, God, I love it. What? No. This is a misunderstanding. It must be. I never told her you're evil, El. I think. I don't think I said that. Good grief. It'd be nice to know you're not bad-mouthing me. There are good rumors about you and bad rumors are right. It's hard to say. Ill repute comes with the territory when you're famous. I'll take it as a sign of my renown. You really think way too highly of yourself. Not at all. I'm merely being realistic. Oh my, we're getting derailed here. Okay, where do I start? I suppose by introducing myself. My name is Eltcreed Valentine. Eltcreed Valentine, are you kidding me? Oh, God. I'm the head of the Valentine Bank, and I'm also the magnanimous employer of this man here. We talked in the Sanctuary District. Do you remember? Pretend not to remember. Say I remember. Don't respond. Don't respond as negative for him. Say I remember as positive. He wants us to remember him. I don't like this, but I don't want to lie. Yeah, I remember the gist of it. Good. I wouldn't have wanted to be the only one who remembers. I feel honored to be allotted a place in your memory, my knight. Knight? Oh, knight, huh? I fucking love it so much. She is, right? Well, I suppose. It doesn't really matter. And this is the man who wants to hire you. He wants to hire me? Yes, I'm the employer. Elcreed waved his hand at me. The rumors aren't wrong, though. Are they? I thought about it. He'd summoned me, after all. You look troubled. Are you hungry? No. You've still not given her any proof that you're not a kidnapper. We're just going in circles. A kidnapper? Well, I can't say that's entirely false, but I don't abduct anyone to make a living. Then why? As I told you before, I own a bank. Giving out loans is our main line of business. Some of those who cannot fulfill the terms of their loan must work to earn it back. But you see, and this is the crux, putting them in chains doesn't earn me any money. There's no point in it. Elle, you're going off on a tangent right now and it's having the opposite effect. She's even more guarded. my, what a situation we have here. And then again, there's only one way this will end. You agreed to Ulrich's terms and came here, and that must have taken some courage. Can you really afford to burn down this last bridge as well? Wow. If you turn me down now, what will you do? Well, he was being very polite, but still pressured me. I wanted to say something, but couldn't form a clear sentence. Are you going to cry in their arms again? You're making it harder for them, you know. Ulrich was right. I didn't want to admit it, but he was right. There was no denying that. I can't bring myself to work for him just yet. Why would you like to hire me, Elkreed? We're very different. What do you hope to get from me? I expect two things from you mainly. One's related to your birth in the Heights. I like luring away competent individuals, regardless of their birth. Every now and then I visit the Sanctuary District. Luring away? Oh, I see. Perhaps this kidnapping rumor has its roots not in my debt collection, but in my recruitment efforts. In that case, please rest assured, everyone I had brought here came consensually. And you'd be working at my bank and with my business partners, for the most part, and most of it is clean work. And then, the other reason I'd like to hire you is very personal, Spacey. I'd like your sword in my employ. My sword? Yes. Do you remember that a little while ago you dueled Brandenburg from the Hounds? A little while ago? I had some run-ins with him, but no duel. It was rather one-sided since I was cast down as a criminal. Yes, you wore entirely different clothes then. It must have been your uniform from the Heights. Heights? Oh, he must be referring to the observation mission. Do you remember? Oh, yes, I was a police officer then. I dueled Sashin once. And there was a strange sound and Sir Inez appeared. The duel ended there without a victor. A strange sound, huh? So was it him? Yes. Is that funny? Yes. I know nobody who would describe a gunshot like that. A gunshot? I think Sashin also used a word like that. And that sound is made when a gun is fired. And I was the one who fired it. I love you so fucking hard right now. You? Yes, I, Elkreed Valentine. I was there. I don't know why that statement. I, Elkreed Valentine. I was there. There's something so fucking funny about that line. It's just so dramatic. Really? I didn't see you. I didn't think you did. I was hiding. You were in a duel. I was merely passing by when I saw your sword fighting. It was gallant and swift. I wanted you immediately. Kind of wanted you immediately. We're like on the same page. Samesies! Thankfully for me, you found no other employment. Will you give yourself to me? I mean, absolutely. Give? And you say this isn't the slave trade? I assure you it isn't. But at the same time it is, in a sense, I suppose. I'll provide everything you need to live in comfort, and swear to never cause you discomfort. What do you say? I don't understand. I don't understand why you'd want me so much, even though we barely know each other. The reasons are those which I just outlined. But perhaps, yes, we'll do this. Elkreed crossed the room and removed two swords from their place on the wall. I'd like you to show your skill. Right here? Yes. Enemies might attack in closed areas, right? If anything, it seems the most likely location. We lower our guard when indoors. Elkreed offered one of the swords to me. I took it from him. It was oddly balanced and heavy. I see. A fake. Yes, the real ones are locked away. I'd hate to give an intruder access to weapons against me. I'm self-taught, but I hope that doesn't make me an easy foe. Let's play. Calling a sword fight playing is in poor taste. Now I've already been told twice now that my tastes are bad. That doesn't normally happen. I love him so fucking much. Elkreed laughed and raised his sword. His swipe drew a beautiful long arc. He's surprisingly fast, and his talents are the real thing. So he's not completely useless, where he needs us to protect him, but he wants us to protect him. I fucking love that even more. Ha! There was no hesitation or waste in his movements. He went right for me. But he's too direct. I dodged his second attack and aimed for his wrist. If your opponent can predict what you'll do next, they'll kill you. Oh, I see. Thank you for the advice. Elkreed pushed me away, out of the block. Huh! It was best not to fight it and absorb the force of his push. I jumped back a few steps. Whoa! I'd managed to knock myself down on the sofa behind me. I win. Elkreed grinned and raised his sword over my head. Checkmate. He brought the sword down on me immediately. Not likely. I blocked his blade with my crossguard and kicked him in the stomach. I stood up and leveled the tip of my sword at his throat. We have a winner, Elkreed. Yes, I yield. I yield. Elkreed dropped his sword and clapped. You are as strong as I imagined. I hoped for nothing less. Huh. I don't see you lose too often. You shouldn't say something like checkmate if you're gonna get kicked afterwards. Huh. But it looked cool, right? If you'd won, yeah. But since you lost, it looked really dumb. I sheathed my sword and handed it back to Elkreed. If you're self-taught, then you're very good. You really have no teacher? No, I don't. Here in the depths. I explained to her that this is Liberalitas. Whatever it's called. I see. Thank you, Ulrich. Here in the depths, and especially in Liberalitas, swords are outdated. Outdated? Yes, we use guns for the most part. Before you can realistically draw your sword, your opponent would probably shoot you. And that's it. Checkmate. I learned about guns when I was still a police officer. They were heavily regulated in the Heights because they were able to injure others faster than someone could draw a sword. If he knew that swords are inferior, why did he want to employ me? And that's the general consensus anyway, but I like swords. I think they're beautiful and more refined. Refined? My love for the Heights clouds my vision. Any aesthetics you adopt there appeal to me. Perhaps it means nothing to you coming from me, but I thought your technique was very beautiful. I'd hate to see it waste away unused. Please be my bodyguard. I implore you. Before I could show my surprise, Ulrich showed his. What? El? You're bowing to her of all people? You should bow to her too. Like hell I'm gonna do that. You're the boss around here. Don't just bow to random people. I'm not bowing for no reason. I tried to listen in on their conversation as best I could. Entrusting her with my protection means entrusting her with my life. I want someone who'll never betray me and defend my life. A knight. Someone who will be my spear and shield. That deserves respect, doesn't it? I fucking love him. He's gonna bow to me. He wants me to be his knight. He wants me to protect his... Oh my god. There's everything about him is great. Like, hell yeah, worship me! What? El... Ha! Did that move you? Not really. What's a spear and a shield? I see. More relics of the past. The romantic in me cannot help but weep. Apologies. I was engrossed in a discussion with our contrarian here. I will, of course, not force you. That said, I do think that taking my hand is the correct decision for you, all things considered. His bodyguard. Before I make my decision on whether I'll be your bodyguard, I want to talk about something. I am, well, a criminal. A criminal? Yes, I was sent here on the crime of killing my parents. Don't you think it's wrong to hire someone like that to protect yourself? Wrong? No. Why do you think so? I was convicted of murder. Doesn't that blemish your name if you hire me? I don't care about that kind of blemish. Besides, there are other murderers in the world than those exiled to the sanctuary district for it. There, and here as well, people die every day. Some by accident, some by intent, but we strive to learn the facts before passing sentence. All I need is your consent. Please. What do you say? Will you be mine? Fuck yes. Fuck yes! Very well is very well is plus for him, but I'm uneasy. I'm uneasy is plus for Ulrich. Okay, no, God, we gotta be careful that we make sure we do Elcreed's ones when there's plus for both. I'm not property, but yes, fuck yes is. He's going to hire me for my sword skills. It was unlikely that I was going to find another job where I could make use of that. Realistically, it was the best and only option I had. All right, I'll take it. Oh, you don't want more time for contemplation. No, I love you. Yeah, I don't think I'll think of an alternative even if I do. It just made me happy. Happy? Yeah, there aren't many who value my sword skills. Not down here, but not in the Heights either. They tell me it doesn't befit a woman or something. It made me happy to be valued for that. Oh my god, this is where we start falling in love with him. Thank you, Elcreed. Spacey, let's get married. Huh? Fuck yes! Spacey, let's get married. Okay. Me in this situation, let's get married. She's like, what? And I'm like, alright. Fuck yeah. You hot, motherfucker. Like, what? What? Well, I felt that we'd make a good couple. You felt? You have to know someone really well before you can decide you want to marry them. Otherwise, the marriage won't be a happy one. You won't know it before you try it. Ow. Just kidding. It's a joke. I am known for my common sense, and I respect the office of marriage. Known for your common sense? Now you're kidding. I wouldn't flinch if I found your bastard child tomorrow. Oh my god. So, well, he definitely is the whore, then. Really? If you do, let me know where to find them. You have them? I don't. Boy, is it fun to wind you up. You might. Unless you're a virgin, you might. Anyway, he's leading Ulrich around by the nose. I looked at Ulrich. The vulnerable sparring seemed to have exhausted him. Is he always like this? Yeah, it wears you out. Well, it hasn't hit me so far, but yes, I suppose. It scares me a little. And no need to be scared. I'm very gentle. I love him so fucking much. I'm gonna stop here. Because I gotta go. I got something I gotta do. But we will continue, and I don't know how long, if this is gonna be another like minute or two, or if this is gonna be long. So we'll stop here, and we'll continue down Elcreed's route in the next part. I love him so much already. Like, he is the eccentric slight weirdo, and a little slutty, and he's got the I love it. I goddamn love it. This is great. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to see more.